Excellent. Many of you know I am Coach Balaji. If you don't know, I am Coach Balaji. Okay, good. Welcome to the online chess camp. We had our first camp last month, and we are going to have our camp this month as well, or this week. Today is the day one of the camp. Thank you so much for joining. We have a very good and very, very promising young chess players. So what we are going to do is we are going to take maybe half a minute, because there are so many students here. We are going to take just half a minute to introduce yourself, your full name, the school you go to, the grade you are in, and if you're already playing in chess tournaments, what is your current rating, and then what you would like to achieve in this camp. Okay, so I'm just going to go with, and we also have Coach Jaker. Some of you know Coach Jaker from the previous chess camp. He's going to be the one who's going to be conducting the camp this week. And then on Friday, we are going to have our online chess tournament. I'll be sending information to all of you. Some of you are playing first time in ChessKidsNation history. We'll be playing an online team chess tournament with a team in Europe in 2 hours from now. So, Michael, I know that you are joining. You'll be playing that tournament. And I've sent you a link to your email ID. So you all should have the link. You should be able to join 1 hour before the tournament. I'll remind one more time about that as well. Okay. So with that, we are going to be turning out to Coach Jaker. Coach Jaker will say a few words about him, his coaching experience. Then we'll just go down the list of each and every one of you. Okay.
Hi. Good morning to every one of you. Good afternoon if you are on the EST. Right? Yeah. So my name is Jaker. I live in Chennai, India. I've been playing chess for a long time. Right? And then I went into a corporate life and then came back to teaching chess. I've been teaching chess for the last 13 years. And I have tons of students across the globe from every part of the world. And I've been doing this more of passion, right? Because I love the game of chess, and that's as simple as that. Chess has given me so much in my career that I one day sat back and started looking at it and said, how is that I've been successful in the corporate career? And what made me take right decisions at the right time? And I could always come back and say that it was chess which helped me in a career, in a bank. It's got nothing to do with chess. But still, what happens when you play a game of chess? You calculate, you visualize, you do a lot of thinking, you do a logical thinking, and then you analyze. Your analytical ability is very good. And what does it do? It helps you become good managers. Because when you play a game, you get a position where you're in exchange down or material down, or you have a position which is not good. But you don't give up. What do? You sit, you start thinking, and make use of what you have on the board to make sure you're still not losing a game as much as possible. Right? Not that you can't win every time, but at least you do that. And your mind is tuned to do all of that. And at some point in your life, when you take up a career and you have to manage a bunch of team, you would find it much easier than most of your colleagues, because all you will have to remember then is you're successful and being very good because you had played chess at some day in your life. Right? As simple as that. It's the same part of the brain, the same cortex of the brain which works when you are pushed to a corner, when you have to take a decision. It's the same part of the brain which works, whether it is board or on a boardroom. All right. So that's basically about what it is. And I would want to hear from each one of you. Most of them I've seen, but still there are a lot of them who are new for the first time. So let's hear a few words about yourself before we start the class.
Excellent. Excellent, Jaker. We'll start with Nora. We'll start with you. I'm just going on how the participants list are. Nora, introduce yourself to the team.
I'm Nora Ferris. I am in 6th grade. I'm homeschooled. and my current rating is 947.
Excellent, excellent. And what would you like to achieve from this week's camp?
I'd like to get better at visualizing.
Excellent. Okay. Rohit?
Hi, my name is Ukin. I'm in 8th grade and I go to Sycamore Canyon School. I stopped playing chess tournaments for a while, so that's why my rating's in the 400s, but I would like to get back into playing more chess, and in this camp, I would just like to learn how to attack and defend better.
Excellent. And also some of you are from, we have students from other states as well, so introduce which state you belong to, okay? Rohit, you're from which state?
I'm from California.
California, excellent. Pacific time zone, excellent. We'll go with Satvik Anbakumar.
Hi, my name is Satvika Anbukumar, and I live in Waukee, Iowa, and I go to South Middle School, and I'm in 6th grade. My current rating is 827, and I would like to get better at calculating ahead of time.
Excellent, excellent. Harsha? Harsha, you are on mute, or I can't hear you.
My name is Harsha B. Manathini, and I'm in 3rd grade, and I go to Vestavia Hills Elementary West, and my current rating is 769, and I want to get better at attacking.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, we will go with Rishak.
My name is Vishak Lundanani, and I live in Texas. I'm in 3rd grade and I go to Universal Academy. I want to be better at attacking and defending, and my current rating is 875.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now we'll hear from Ishan.
Hi, my name is Ishan Padua. I'm from Madison, Alabama. I go to Horizon. My current rating is 810, and I want to just overall learn. I overall just want to improve in chess.
Excellent. Okay. Now, Michael Kennedy.
I'm Michael. I live in Alabama, and I go to GCIV Middle, and I want to get better at end games.
Okay, Michael, you're in which grade?
Oh, 7th.
7th grade. Okay. I think we covered everybody. There are 2 more who are supposed to join. I'll call them. So this session is recorded. So at the end of the session today, the recording will be sent to all of you. That way you'll be able to practice what we are learning in the class. You'll also be getting a daily assignment. Please do it. It's completely optional, but we would highly recommend you to do the assignment. That is really going to help you out from day to day. Okay. So with that, I'm going to turn this to Coach Jaker. All of you will be muted, but you can unmute anytime you want to unmute yourself, and you should be able to talk to Coach Jaker on me. Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. So let's start. All right. Who attended last session? It was 5 days of defending. Okay. Okay. Thanks. All right. So we are doing 5 days of attacking today. This class, this session. Last session we did 5 days of defending. Right. So from one end to the other end of the spectrum, because chess is all about attack and defense. And to attack, need to know a lot of things. So I'm starting with something very basic. I'm going to go across patterns of mate which can happen. Not that it will happen, but you have to know different kinds of mates which happen on a chessboard. And each one has a pattern. Most patterns have a name, right? So there is something called a Morphy's mate where you use your bishop on a diagonal and give a rook on the last rank to give a checkmate. That's called a Morphy's mate. You use a knight and a rook to give a checkmate where the king is in the corner and you attack the king with the support of the knight. So knight, a pattern would ideally be king on h8, knight on f6, you go rook h7, that's a mate. That's called an Arabian mate, right? So those things I have not covered. So I'm going to go with other mates. Most of them you know. Some of them you might have not. You know how to mate, but do not know the name. So we're going to go with all the mates, patterns of mates which you need to know, and then we would get into the most exciting part of working your way out or working your way in to attack. What are the basic things you need when you attack, and how to attack, and how to visualize the whole sequence. This is precisely what you're going to do. Today's class, you will have the coordinates. From the next class, you will not have the coordinate. Okay, so that's something which is how it happens, and that's how I'm going to do it right now. All right. So before much ado, we'll start with this. Okay. Without much ado, we'll start with this. And this is white to play as well. Quite easy, very easy to be precise. If you can find it, you just write it on the chat and send it either to me or to Balaji as a private message. We'll start with something easy, just the warm up.
We also recommend you all to keep a notebook or a pencil with you, notebook and a pencil with you. That way you'll be able to write. We have Ishan's answer in the chat. Good, good, good. Michael just updated his comment.
It still doesn't let me send it to just one person.
Anyone, either to me or to.
No, it's the only option for me is everyone. It can't be.
Okay, put it on the screen.
Okay.
Anybody else has got it?
So far, I see Ishan, Michael, and Rohit.
Correct. Asha wrote it to me, but I've asked her to relook at it. Yeah. How about the rest? Nora, have a plan? Vrishak, do you have a plan? Satvika? Good, Ishan, I can see it. Yeah. Yeah, can we look at the answer, Balaji?
Sure. I'm going to go with Ishan first. Ishan says, okay, okay, Mukund is joining. So Ishan says, knight to C. Yes. Knight to C7.
Right.
And then
Which
D
knight? I don't know. Okay.
Michael says, Queen F6.
Okay.
Knight G8.
Okay.
Queen E7.
Yeah.
Knight takes E7.
Hmm.
Knight F6 checkmate.
That's right. So you're going, this is called the smothered mate, right? So I'm threatening a mate on E7. You can't defend with your queen because the knight would capture. The only way to defend is to go knight G8. So you still give a check. Sad the king is covered by its own piece. You go knight f6, checkmate. This is called a smothered mate, all right? So this is one pattern of giving a mate. So I'm going to run through a lot of patterns, one in each pattern, so that you get an idea of what can happen in a board, what are the different ways you can give checkmate other than the usual ones. The reason is if you can't visualize a pattern, you will not be able to finish a game. You would come back home, you would put it on an engine or get to check with somebody, and somebody would say, oh, this is winning in 3 moves, right? And you would not even understand how it's winning in 3 moves, right? You need, the chess is all about visualization. So you need to get that part of visualization where you are able to see a mate. And for that, you need to know a lot of patterns where a checkmate happens with different pieces working in tandem in combination with each other. So a knight by itself giving a mate, this is called a smothered mate. All right. So we go to the next one.
Rohit, you want to put some light on you? It's so dark. I'm not able to see you.
Okay.
Perfect.
So this is.
Harsha, you want to adjust your camera a little bit? Perfect.
This is the second one, right? I will not tell you what mate until you finish. Right. So all of these are white to play. So Does anybody see a mate? This is a different pattern. There is no knight. Has anybody got it? You can send it on chat.
So far, I see Rohit, I see Vrishak, I see Nora. Then she said maybe not. Okay.
Coach Balaji,
Yeah, Vrishak.
Yes.
I didn't post anything.
Rohit didn't post anything?
No,
No, Vrishak.
Vrishak. What is that? Maybe that may be the okay. Okay. Yeah, I only see Rohit, and Nora said she typed something and then she said maybe not.
Michael, I thought this was easy. Mokun, you see a mate? If I tell you mate in 3, then everybody would jump. If only I said it is white to play mate in 3, then everybody would. I did not say because when you're playing a game, your opponent would never say there is a mate in 3. All right, I'll give you a hint. This is called the luring mate, Luring, where you force the king to come out of its comfort zone and bring it to the out from where he is to give a checkmate. So that's the pattern of mate. The previous one we saw was a smothered mate where you suffocate the king with its own piece. Here you're doing the right opposite, getting the king into the open to give a checkmate. It's a mate in 3, a forced mate in 3. If black plays badly, you can get mated in 2. But this is mate in 3 and that's it.
Jaker.
Yeah.
I already knew it was a luring mate because on the top there's a blue place and it says luring mate P Jaker.
Oh, okay. You're smart.
You're smart. You're smart.
Okay. You knew that was a luring mate. Okay. So I need to. Thanks. I will make sure it is not there on the next position. It will not be there anymore. Now you're making it hard for everybody. Harsha, you have a plan? Nora, have you got something? Isha, I thought this was easy. Nope. You just have to bring the king out. And it's a mate in 3 by force. All right. So what's Rohit written? Balaji?
Rohit says, I'll go with the bottom. It becomes easier for me to track things.
All right. Okay.
Satvika says, rook takes g7,
Okay.
king takes g7,
Okay.
bishop h6,
Good.
king takes h6,
Hmm.
and then queen takes h7, checkmate.
Queen takes h7 is a blunder. You lose your queen. See, the hardest thing in chess is to win the winning position.
Oh, I think I wrote that wrong.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
You did the hardest part and then missed on the easy part, right? So this is impulsive mistakes which we make. We discussed this last class. To win a winning game is the hardest. We generally tend to take it a little easy, right? Yeah, still fine.
Then
Yeah.
Rohit says, rook g7,
Hmm.
king takes g7,
Hmm.
bishop h6,
Hmm.
king h8,
Okay, rook into f8, queen into f8 is mate.
queen
Okay.
takes f8, checkmate.
Okay, good. Okay, that's another variation.
So that's
Anything
what we
else?
have so far.
Okay, so this is called the luring mate. This is another pattern of mate. So we've seen two now. The reason why I'm going through all of this is you need to get an understanding of what are the different structures a mate can happen on the board. And you have a position, if you can visualize something very similar to that, and then you can see how to get into that position. How do you do that, right? Without visualizing a mate, it is not easy to give a checkmate on the board, right? And that's the reason why I've just taken one in each, because that was not the main theme of the whole session, the camp. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows or looks at least one in each pattern. So we're going to go to the next one, right? So this is the next one. Right? This pattern of mate is called the Greco mate, right? I don't know why it's called the Greco mate, but yeah, it's called the Greco, Greco, right? So how many of you have got it right?
I see so far Vrishak.
Oh, okay.
And then Nora has some difficulty in with her microphone, so she's going to check something.
Okay.
But she can always type. Nora, if you cannot talk, but you can always type, or see if after this first day camp, you can see without the microphone, will you be able to talk to us? Huh? Sometimes the connectivity with the microphone may be the difficult thing.
Headphones sometimes have a problem.
Yeah.
Coach Balaji,
Yeah. Jay,
Yes.
yes.
I think I found the answer.
Can you just type it on the chat?
Yeah, he
private
did type.
message?
He did type.
Okay. Super. Right.
We are just, Mukund, we are just waiting for a couple of more to update, then we'll call out. Huh? And while we are waiting, Mukund and Michael, you have signed up for the 1 o'clock tournament today to play the European Chess Club. I've already sent both of you an email with the link of the tournament. You'll be able to log in around at 12:30. So as soon as the camp is over, look for my email, and then you should be able to click on that link, and then you should be able to join our team. Okay, it's a team championship.
Yeah, welcome back, Nora.
Nora, are you able to hear us?
Yes.
Perfect.
Good.
Perfect. We can also hear you. Perfect.
Yeah, has everybody got it? Satvika, what happened today? So you wanted to attack. You've been very passive. Harsha, you got it? Michael. Good. Michael. Got it? Rohit done? Good. Rishak done. Ishan. My boy, what happened? Finished. On the mat.
So we have Vishak, Michael, Mukund, Rohit so far.
Okay, so I will wait for another minute and then I will get into the answer. All right. Yeah, can we go through the answer, Balaji?
We'll start from Harsha, just updated, so we'll go with Harsha. The way in which Harsha typed, I really like it. Queen H5.
All right.
I like it. Harsha, I want to see your face. I want to see a smile. Perfect. And then she says,
my 5 and my 6 keys aren't working. That's why I have to do it like that.
oh, okay, that's fine. Queen H5, H6, Queen G6, H takes G5, Queen H5, checkmate.
That's it. So this is called the Greco mate, where you basically try to use the knight and the queen, and sometimes you have to give away the one of the pieces, but you get a checkmate, right? So this is a pattern of mate. So these are patterns which we will keep seeing, right? There are quite a lot of them. We'll try to see as much as we can, all right, before we get into it. So we'll go to the next one. This is called the Gueridon mate. Okay, Gueridon. All right, this is called the Gueridon mate. Why to play and win? Yeah. Quite easy, but you have to visualize a bit. That's it. So how many of you have got it? One hand up, two hands up.
We have Rohit, Michael, Harsha, Nora, so far.
Where is Nora?
Oh, she dropped off?
Yep.
Okay. Maybe she may
Some
have
issue, I
some-
think. Yeah. Satvika, come on.
Satvika, come on.
You can do this. Try. Nothing wrong if it's not working.
That's okay.
Ishan, what happened? Been so quiet. Come on, my boy, you can do it. It's easy. The most easiest puzzle of the day is this. The rest are all going to be a little too harder.
Satvika, you want to check your answer one more time? You the first move you did, but what exactly goes to D3? Perfect. Okay, I think we are ready. Vrishak says, I'm going to go from the bottom. Vrishak says, knight D3, pawn takes D3, F4 checkmate.
That's good. That's the only answer.
And then Satvika also has the same answer. Rohit also has the same answer. Michael has the same thing. And then
Nora.
Mukund has the same thing.
Good. Nora? What does Nora have?
Nora, I don't see her.
Okay, you said
I
she's
did knight x g6.
Knight x g6 is wrong. The reason why knight x g6 is wrong is after I capture your knight, f4 is not made because I can do an ampersand.
1%.
That's close. That's close. Got to concentrate. Got to concentrate. You are there. Point is, you have to check every possible move your opponent can make. The reason why knight d3 works is because you are basically deflecting the pawn on e4 out of that square, so it makes easy for you to push the pawn to f4 and give a checkmate. Right? So that was very, very close. You got to see, you basically seeing where you are lagging. Right? This is where you're able to see through the whole mate and everything, but execution requires a little tweak. I'm just saying this because it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody, it can happen to Balaji. So the point is, these are mistakes we generally make because we assume, right? Do not assume. Chess is not a game of assumption. Chess is a game of facts, right? You have to have it there. You can't say that I thought so, I believed. No, it has to be there and it is there. You just have to go nail it. The more you start, the simple reason why you miss is you are out of touch. I would say 20 minutes of tactics every day is something like your breathing exercise, right? You need to do it. If you do 20 minutes of tactics, that's the minimum time you can spend. You will never blunder a piece on a chessboard ever. Let me tell you, ever. Even with 3 seconds on your clock, you will not blunder a piece. And with 3 seconds on the clock, if your opponent blunders a piece, you will know it the moment he takes his hand off the piece and is going to press his clock. Because your mind is looking only for it. Good. Let's go to the next one. We finished Goridon mate, and now we are getting into another mate. This is called the epaulets mate, spelled Epaulettes. It's called the epaulets mate. And this is very, very easy. Much easier than the previous one. Shouldn't take more than 3 minutes max to solve this. I see a lot of happy faces. I see smiles. Ah, that's nice. Just check, double check. That's it.
It's white to play.
White to play. Yep, white to play. Checkmate. See, I see a lot of smiling faces. Oh my God, this is nice. This is how it should be, right? Somebody's messaged me. Balaji, can you check what happened to Nora?
Sure, I'm going to check all her. Huh?
Yeah.
She's not here.
Rohit, the pawn is on head 6. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think everybody's got it, right?
Let's make sure. Yep. So I'm going to read
Okay.
from the bottom. Satvika says Queen G7, Queen G7, Queen G7, Queen G7, all are Queen G7.
Okay, so I will do something, right? When the position was set, it was white, but it turned black. Okay, so it's still white to play, mate. Answer again, please. White to play, give it. You should still be smiling with this. Good, good. Yeah, Ishan, got it? Yeah, how many of you got it? Michael got it? Yeah, Ishan's got it. Good.
Okay, I see Harsha, Mukund, Rohit on my side. Yeah.
I also did mine.
Yeah, but yours, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Yours, I'm not. I'll have to check something wrong in it. Okay. Goku. Okay, so your problem with queen and f6, I can capture your queen with my queen. Yeah? Okay. You just gave your queen for free. All right. The answer is bishop g6. Forced to capture, and then you give a queen check, it's mate. Simple mate in two checks and a mate. Okay, so no complications. It doesn't matter what the pawn is. It's white or black, it's still mate, right? We're going to go to the black pawn's mate. It should be easy. I want a quick answer.
What is this one called?
This is called the Blackburn's mate.
Oh.
Good, good. Mukund, your answer is right, except that you have to make sure you write your rotations right. I still agree with you what you're saying. I understood, so I'm saying okay, but yeah, I know. I knew. Right? So just the reason why I'm insisting is when you're playing a game and you're writing a score sheet, it shouldn't become a habit, right? So yeah. So I have got answers from Mukund and Harsha, both are right. Satvika, what happened to you? Today seems to be, you're still on a Sunday mood. Still not Monday for you. It's become a Monday.
Yeah. Well, now every day is like the weekend anyway.
Okay.
Is mine correct?
I answer.
Nope.
Get my answer.
Your answer is not right. For the simple reason, I would go queen a1 check, and then I capture your knight, and then you can't give a checkmate. Yeah. With your move, I go queen a1 check. Your king goes to g2 or bishop to f1, and then I capture your knight with my pawn, and there is no mate. Yeah. Yeah. Good. So each mate is different, right? You don't use the same technique for what you had before, right? So it's not the Balaji, do you have?
I just called Nora. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, so we have Ishan, we have Rohit so far, and we also
Right.
have Michael as well.
Yeah. So I will just run through the answer. It is simple. Queen takes a6.
That's what I
Pawn
put.
takes a6. Yeah, I know. Bishop takes d5 is a checkmate. So you use both your bishops and the knight to give a checkmate. And that's what it is.
Perfect. I think Nora's joining back.
Yeah, from a different computer.
Okay.
All right. So then we get into the last pattern, I think. All right. So this is the next pattern of mate. This is white to play and win. This is again a forced easy mate. And this is the last of the pattern we are seeing today. From now on, we'll go into visualization and techniques.
So it's white to move, right?
Yeah, white to play and win. Yes, sir. Yeah, Vrishak. Seeing from an angle. Ishan, come on. Do it.
We have Rohit so far.
Balaji, how many have sent to you?
So far, I have only from Ishan. Sorry, I have only from Rohit.
Yeah, Rohit, I see. It's a call, general message. Yeah. Done? Okay, so the answer is knight b6 check, n to b6, queen c6 check, bishop a6. So you use the bishops on diagonals which are crossing each other and ends in a mid. Yeah. So this is the last of this. This is called a Boden's mate. BODE. This is the last of the patterns we are seeing. There are a few more which I'm not going into because most of it is quite easy and you will work it out. But the point is, you have seen pieces working in different tandems, different combinations, but giving the lethal check does not matter what you sacrifice. Not that you have to sacrifice, but these are the patterns where if you can look it up much earlier, then you have it and you know how to do it. Yeah. So we have seen smothered mate. We have seen what all we saw. We saw smothered mate. We saw luring mate. We saw
Blackburn's mate.
yeah. We saw Blackburn's mate. We saw Greco mate. We saw Goridon mate. Epaulets mate, and then the Boden's mate. Right? We've seen enough and more of patterns of mates. There are a few more with the bishop and knight and stuff like that, but we will get to it when we have to. Right? So we get into the part which everybody is waiting for. This was actually in a game played by two top grandmasters. Right? Apparently, White missed an easy chance to win. It is not a simple mate in one, mate in two, mate in three, or kind of stuff. It is a position on the board, something which we tend to miss sometimes, right? And does not matter how strong the player is, but it still happens, right? So that's the whole point, right? So I'll give you 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I don't, Michael is coming, okay. Right. So yeah, Michael. Yeah, this is the next position, all right? We are moving out of the patterned mates into doing something, all right? This is basically a game which was played by Yusupov. He apparently missed a simple win for his caliber. A very strong player, one of the top coaches of the world today, right? And at the peak of Karpov, Kasparov, he was world number 3 for a long period of time. One of Dorovsky's people who don't know, Mark Dorovsky was a long time greatest coach in the chess world. Yusupov was one of his top students, right? So Yusupov has written a lot of chess books. If you're interested in chess literature, you should actually look up for Arthur Yusupov. You will see tons of books written by him, and all of them are great ones. All right. So yeah, very attacking player, very positional player too. All right. Tactical genius, but he still missed it. Right? Doesn't matter what it is. Right? You can be a 2700 player. You can be world number 3. You can be a best coach. You can be a best player. But sometimes on the board, we miss. Everybody does. So don't feel bad about it. Yeah, but that can't be an excuse every time. Okay, so, yeah, come again.
Do you need to write the whole position from the starting to the ending?
No, you can actually write the answer. All right. It is not easy as it looks like. It's a little more complicated, so you have to think through the whole process and see how you can win this. Right. So you might win a huge material, or you might give a checkmate. Both are possible, but this needs visualization. This needs a higher level of thinking than what you guys have done so far. Right. I'm taking it up one notch higher. All right. It doesn't matter if you're not able to solve it. I'm still okay with it. But the point is, you have to know. If you, by the end of this 5th day, on the 5th day, if you can solve puzzles which come on that day and use the 4 days to learn how to think, how to visualize, and what you need to do, then I would go happy saying that I've done my job for 5 days. I don't expect you to solve this on the first day. Let me be very, if you solve it, nothing likely, great, right? But if you can solve it by yourself, you should be able to win a game very easily whenever you're playing, right? It needs a lot more than what meets the regular eye, right? So I will not talk anymore. I will be quiet for 10 minutes. I will give you the 10 minutes. If you want 5 minutes after that, I will still give it to you, right? But if you can get to do something about it, nothing like it, right? So put your thinking caps on and start thinking. If somebody needs help, they can ask, right? So Yes. Okay, so you've been thinking for 5 minutes. Okay. The whole point is this. I would call this kind of position, I would personally call it going to a party. Right? So when do you enjoy a party? What makes you enjoy a party? You can unmute yourself and tell. When is the best time you enjoy a party? What should be there for you to enjoy the party? Yeah, Vishak, tell me.
My friends?
So you want all your friends to be there, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Has everybody agreed to it? So you need to get all your pieces for the party, right? There are still a few which is not entered the party. This is precisely the whole point. That's why I said this is going to a party. The whole action revolves around 3 squares. H7, G7, F7. All right. And Yusupov basically after the game when he analyzed, he said it actually works the other way. Okay. So
Wait.
the weak point. Yeah, come again, please, Vishnu.
H7, G7, H7.
F, G, and H, all sevens. The 3 squares important in this game is these 3. Right? And you need to get all your pieces in action. The moment you get all your pieces in action, the game is over. Now we have a hint.
Okay.
I've given you everything except the answer. So now start working on it.
Coach Jacob,
Yeah.
why does it say yes, sort of, else you may lose quickly?
Okay, so the whole variation is you see it is a sort of post variation, but black can play something else, right? So black tries to not play the best move, right? The best move is not okay. So the point is everybody plays the best move, right? There are variations, but none of it will help. So it's sort of forced, but yeah.
But I did.
You just said, is it forced, right? You asked whether it is forced, correct?
I didn't.
I saw that, right? Okay. I saw.
Coach Jaker. Is that one
Okay,
right?
I'm sorry. Okay, Satvika asked. I'm sorry. I replied to the wrong person. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
It's the solution that I sent to you, right?
Yeah. You sent me something, but
I see an update from Michael and Nora.
all right. Okay. Michael, I'm still not convinced with yours, but still, yeah. Yeah. So what? Okay. So we'll wait for a few more people to. Wait for a couple of minutes. And then we will open it out for people to start discussing openly so that we get a lot of interaction, right? Yeah, so let's open, right? Let's unmute everybody.
Okay. So Nora
Who wants to
says,
go first? Okay.
Nora?
Hmm?
Nora says, if I play rook d3,
Rook D3, okay.
what does black play? Maybe that's a question, okay?
All right, okay. So what do you think black would play? And what do you want black to play? 2 things. Okay, 2 things I can do. I can ideally go queen f2, which is what I would play, right? Yeah. So if you're asking me what if rook d d3, I will go queen f2. Okay. That being a background mate. As anybody, Michael, what's your plan?
Michael says A5.
No, sorry, I mistyped there.
Yeah, I know. I saw queen h7.
It should be bishop h4.
Bishop a4. Bishop a4.
Bishop a.
You mean bishop a4? Bishop a4 is b5.
Wait, what?
You play bishop a4, I will play b5.
Oh.
All right. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my, I didn't see one.
Yeah. So the point is this. Okay. So somebody else wants to say, who's not written, but who wants to say? Mukund, what's your move? What have you been thinking for the last 9 minutes?
Rook to f1 maybe.
Rook f1.
Rook d to
good.
f1.
Yeah, rook f1. Yeah, rook d f1. Okay. Ishan, what have you been thinking? So start for 9 minutes. So.
I was thinking of like queen to x7.
Queen h7. Oh wow. Okay. And Harsha, what were you thinking?
I was thinking like bringing the queen forward and the rook forward.
Okay. Rishak?
I was thinking queen h7 or queen takes g6.
Queen takes g6, you will just lose.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rohit,
I was
what was
thinking
your?
queen h7.
All right. And Nora?
I was trying to find a way to get rid of the knight.
You don't have to get rid of the knight. Knight will get rid of itself. So the move is queen h7. All right.
Oh, if you wanted to get rid of the knight.
The knight will fall by itself. So king f8 is forced. So now what should you do?
Rook f3.
Rook f3, bingo. Now there is so much pressure on f7, right? There is so much pressure on f7. And what's black's only move possible?
Knight e5.
Knight e5. Knight e5 is lost, right? Straight away. Knight e5, rook into f6, followed by rook f7, queen f7, whatever. Yeah?
Rook
Oh,
d7.
rook e7.
Rook d8.
King e7.
Only move for black to save is f5. Yeah? It seems to be the only move which you can ideally look to play. But now what should white play?
Rook takes f5.
Rook takes f5.
So everything is on f7, right? That's the sad part of this, right? You can't capture it because queen at f7 is made. So what's the only difference here?
King d7.
d7 will not be, right? Huh?
Rook e.
Rook e7, I can, okay, rook e7.
Bishop e6.
B6.
Bishop takes e6 is nice, but bishop takes e6, I can capture it with my bishop and then there is no mate.
B6.
This is crucial. You can't capture the bishop with e6 because after this is defended.
Can rook go to e7? Rook e7.
Rook e7.
No.
Yeah, rook e7.
Rook e7. What is rook f8? Here. Rook e7 looks nice. Rook e7 does not work.
B6 or B5.
Huh?
b6 or b5?
b6 or b5 is actually a good move. That's the only difference. So now what should you play?
Oh yeah. So that.
Rook
Now,
f3.
Capture the knight.
Rook f3. No, rook f3. You can't capture the knight. Doesn't work, right? So I capture your rook. and there is no mate because the queen is open. Rook f3 is absolutely fine. Now what should black play?
Huh?
Oh, queen b7.
Queen b7. And what's the threat? Or what should white play? What's white's only simple winning move on the board?
Capturing the knight.
Okay, capture the knight. Yes.
Rook f1, maybe.
Queen into f3 is forced. Queen h6. And then you have. Yeah. But the point is, you have to see all of this when you play queen h7. The point is this, you have to look at weakness. What is the weakness here? The f7 is a weakness. And what is the advantage you have? You have all your pieces which can get into the action, right? Which is basically what happened. Every piece of yours got into the action. You can get all your pieces into action, you will have a win very, very soon.
But how all your pieces in action? Didn't the rook on d1 not be in the action?
Rook is still in the action, right? You went rook e7, the rook went to d8. Yeah? It was.
Rook on d1.
Yeah, the rook on d1 was in action when you went to defend rook e7, right?
And
When you went to defend on rook e7, rook d8 was a mate. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it is still part of the action, right? None of the pieces are out of action. For black, the queen on a7 is out of action, the rook on a8 is out of action, the bishop on c8 is out of action, because of which the rooks aren't connected. So the basic rule of what you need to do hasn't happened here, right? You get this, right? So this is precisely what we are looking at. We are looking at visualizing the whole aspect of 7 moves, 8 moves, 9 moves, whatever, and every possible variation which can happen in between. But for all of that, you need to look at it. This comes with something which you need to do, right? So when you're having a game, when you're having a position on board, or when you're analyzing a position or doing something, all you need to do is pause, take a notebook, and start writing 3 top moves which come to your mind. They are called the candidate moves. You have to have 3 candidate moves for every position you have on the board. And this is a practice which you do. This is what I ask kids to do, right? I would want them to write, I would just put one position on the board and ask them to evaluate and put 3 candidate moves for every move possible on the board. And 2 moves which you will surely not play. Right? 2 moves which you will surely not play. If you ask me what is the first move I will surely not play, my first move would be rook d3. This is one move I will not play because I immediately allow the opponent's queen to get into a square which I don't want it to get into. It gets into action. And then what happens? I will be able to push the b5 pawn and get my bishop to b7. And then white will have to start defending. Alright? So the first move, so there are 2 things I do. I look for 3 candidate moves which are the best moves which I can play based on what I look at. So it can be 1, 2, 3, whatever. And then I look at 2 moves which I think I will not play. And when I'm calculating a position, first thing I will do is I will look at those 2 moves which I will not play and eliminate it for sure that I don't have to think about it at all. Right? The reason why I do it is sometimes the move I think is a bad move can actually be the best move on the board. Right? Because most times than not, our evaluations or the impulsive evaluations are not correct. Right? What move you think is the best may not be the best move, and what you think as a bad move can actually be the best move. Right? So the idea is first eliminate those 2 bad moves which you think you will not play, and make sure that you can't play it. And once it's eliminated, then you have those 3 candidate moves which you start looking at and visualizing and evaluating and see how to take it from there. Right? For that, you need to look at weaknesses and how to attack a weakness. right? A doubled pawn is a weakness only if it can be attacked. And a double pawn is a weakness here because the f7 is in a bad shape because there are not enough pieces which can defend the knight on g6, and there are no pawns in front of the king, h7 and g7. All right. So this is on the broad side what we are seeing in this position. We will have more interesting questions tomorrow when we continue with the attacks. We will look at points of attack, something like this. And day after, we will get into patterned attacks, right? Something like a Greek gift or whatever, right? So we will get into different patterns of attack, different ways by which you can attack, and what you need to know about each one of them. What are the do's and don'ts when you evaluate? Yeah. With that, I give it to Balaji. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jacob, for the day one. So what we are going to do in that, we are going to take maybe half a minute of each of you, and you are going to tell us what exactly you learned today and how you are planning to apply. Two things. This session is recorded, so recording will be sent to you all this afternoon. Number two, we'll also be sending you the assignments. Assignments are optional, but highly recommended. That way, you'll be able to do the assignments and then bring it to the class tomorrow. And then for Mukun and Michael, as soon as we are done with the camp in the next 3 minutes, please come to our tournament because we are waiting for you on the other tournament for you to connect to and then play the European Chess Club. Okay. So your parents should have the information what they need to do for you to log on and then go from there. Okay. So now I'm just going to go down the list and then ask Ishan, just take a minute to see what you learned today and how this you're going to be applying your chess games.
I learned many checkmates and I can apply them in games.
Excellent. Excellent. Rohit?
I learned like all the variations of checkmates and like all the mates and like what to look for, like one each, like and what like one each mate is happening or like how to use each mate.
Perfect. Nora?
I learned a bunch of different mates and how you use those in your games to checkmate.
Excellent. Rohit, we said. Mukund?
Unmute.
I learned how to visualize, and I also learned mates to apply in games.
Okay, very good. Guys, you all should be able to unmute yourself, or either you unmute or I allow me to unmute. I think we are doing at the same time. Okay, Harsha?
I learned lots of checkmates, and I think I can apply them a lot in the end games.
Excellent. Michael?
I learned how powerful the double bishops are in the checkmate.
Very good. Satvika?
I learned a lot of types of checkmate and to bring your pieces when you're trying to like attack your opponent.
Excellent. Vrishak?
I learned a lot of variations of mates and how you could use them in games. And
try whatever you learned today. I think we covered everybody. Whatever we learned today, try. If you try, sometimes it will work, sometimes it may not work, but there is no harm in trying. We are constantly learning. Nobody can say, I have mastered chess. Even though there are only 64 squares on the chess board, nobody can ever say, I know everything about chess. So we are a constant learners when it comes to chess. Every day, it's always going to puzzle you as you move forward. With that, I'm going to stop the recording and then end the session. See you all tomorrow. Your parents should get an email from me this afternoon with the recording link as well as the assignments for you to do. As I said, you're all in middle school or going into middle school, high school. You'll have your own challenges in schools, but try to do your assignments if you can. Okay? Thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.